Alright, we're going to do the TSI 59 review. Find the perimeter. If L is 8 and W is 2. Put the numbers in the formula. P equals 2 times parentheses L plus W for perimeter. So 8 and 2 go in there. 8 and 2 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. So the perimeter is 20 around this. Alright, let's go next question. Evaluate the function if x is 1. So we're going to put a 1 in there. Put a 1 there, put a 1 there. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 times negative 1 is still going to be 0. So f of 1 is what? 0 for that function. Find the area of the circle if pi equals 3.14 and r is 10. There's a formula. So we put them in there. 3.14 times 10 squared, that's pi r squared. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times that is going to be 314.00 or 314. Find C if f is 50. So put it into this formula, Fahrenheit, Celsius. Put a 15 there. 50 minus 32 is 18. 18 is 2 times 9. The 9s can cancel. So you have 5 times 2 or 5 times 2, which is 10. Alright, this one. Evaluate if x equals negative 3. Put a negative 3 in there. So negative 3 and negative 3 is 9. Copy this down. That tells us 18 plus 12. That's going to be 30 minus 10 is, say, 20. So now this one. Size of the ladybug, I guess. Evaluate a to the negative 2 power. Rewrite it as 1 over a squared. And that's going to be 1 over 8 times 8. So that's going to be 1 over what? 64. So 1 over 64 is the answer. Find y if x is this number here. Put this number here. 3 over 2 times negative 2 over 3. Multiply straight across. This would be negative 6 over 6. That's going to be negative 1. Negative 1 plus 4 is a 3. Okay. Find y if x is 10 and m is 900. In the formula, put these numbers in. 10, 900. That turns out it's going to be 419.50. And that's going to be 90.0. Add them together, you're going to get 509.50. Find C if k equals 10. So put a 10 in here. 10 equals C plus 499. Minus 499 minus 499. These are gone. So we have 10 minus that is negative 489. Is C. Find C if P is 50. So put a 50 there, put a 50 there. That turns out it's going to be 32.50. Plus 50 together is going to be 82.50. Evaluate if t equals 2. So now I'm going to put a 2 in there. 10,000 times 1.10 to the 2. So 1.10 times 1.10 is 1.21 times the 10,000. Decimal goes over, it's going to be 12,100. Evaluate if x equals 2. So we're going to have, put it in there, put a 2 there, put a 2 there. That's going to be 2 squared means 2 times 2. That's 4. So that's 2,000 minus 800. That minus that is going to be 1,200. Another function, yes. Find y if x equals 0. Put a 0 in there. 0 plus 1 is 1. Square root of 1 is 1 plus 50 is 51. Find x minus y if x is this number and y is a negative x. So x minus y, replace it. I know that y is that, so replace this one with a negative x. So negative negative is a positive. So we have 1x and 1x is 2x. So now put the number 1/8 in there for x. So 2 times 1/8 or 2 over 8. And that's going to be 2 times 1, 2 times 4, which is this. To cancel the 2's out. And what's left over is a 1/4. Find the average of 48, 46, 52, and 54. Add them all up, which is 200 divided by 4. If you divide 4 into that number, you're going to get what? 50. Evaluate if t equals 10. So P of t, the function, is going to be 50 times 10 is 500 plus 400, so that's going to be 900. Evaluate if t equals 10 for this function. F of x equals that. So now 2,000 times 10 is 20,000 and plus 4,000, it's going to be 24,000. Find f of 2. Put a 2 in there for the x's. So that's going to be 2 plus 14. 2 minus that. That's going to be 16 over negative 2. Divide this into this is negative 8. Solve. Add 20, add 20. These are gone. So x equals 9x. Minus 9x minus 9x. So you're going to have negative 8x equals 0. Divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. So x equals what? 0. Solve. Add 20, add 20. These are gone. So x equals 3x and that. So 1x equals 3x plus 40. Now, minus 3x minus 3x. So it's going to be negative 2x equals 40. Divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. So x is 8, negative 20. This one. Solve this one. So we're going to go add 4 to both sides. And now we're going to go minus 4x minus 4x. These are gone. So 3x equals 16. Divide by 3, divide by 3. So you have 16 over 3. That's it. Leave it alone. We're done. This one, we're going to cross multiply. 9 times x, 8 times that. So 9 times x, 8 times this. To do 9x equals 8x plus 8. So now we can go minus 8x minus 8x. That's 1x equals 8. Or just x is 8. We're done. Solve. 5x. So minus 2x both sides. So we have 3x equals 18. Now divide by 3. And that's going to give you that x is 6. Solve this. Rewrite it. 3 over 1 is this. Cross multiply. So that times that. That times that. 3 times x is this. 1 times that. 12. 1 times that minus 1x. And then add 1x. Add 1x. We have 4x equals 12. Now divide by 4. So x is 3. This one. Let's multiply this. 8 times that is 8x. 8 times that is 32. So now we're going to go negative 4 to both sides. So we're going to have negative 1x equals 8x minus 36 from these two. So now minus 8x minus 8x. So negative 9x equals negative 36. Divide by negative 9. Divide by negative 9. So x is a negative by a negative is a positive 4. Multiply this out. That times that is 6x. That times that is minus 12. Bring the 20 down. So this and this together, negative 12 and negative 20 is negative 32. So 6x minus this. So add 32, add 32. 6x equals 2x plus 32. And then we're going to go minus 2x minus 2x. That's going to give you a 6x minus 2x is 4x equals that. Divide by 4. X is 8. This one, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. These are gone. So negative 17, negative 1 is negative 18. Now I'm going to rewrite it. 2 fractions, so cross multiply again. That times that is, and x times that. So we have 6x. We have 6 times 1 is 6. Negative 18x. So now divide by negative 18, negative 18, 6 over negative 18, or negative 6 over 18, rewrite it. And that's 6 times negative 1, 6 times 3, because 3 6's are gone, so we have 1/3. Negative 1/3. Find y if x is 3. So for there, we're going to put 3 times 3, 9. So we're going to go minus 9, both sides. So 7y equals 140. Divide by 7, divide by 7. So y is a 20. This one, multiply the LCD, which is 3x all the way across. Divide 3x, divide this by this. So it's going to be 2 plus 2 times 1 times 3 equals that. So you have 2 and 3 is 5. 15x, divide by 15. Well, this right here, we're going to rewrite it as 5 times 1, 5 times 3. So that's 1 over 3, because this goes away, equals x. Find 24x. So first, let's find x first. So add 1, 4x equals this. So now minus 1x. So we have 3x equals 1. Divide by 3. So x is 1/3. That's what x is. But we don't want that. We want 24x. So 24 times 1/3, or 24 over 3, which is going to be 8. This is the answer right here. This one. We have find x minus 1. So first, let's find x first. Add 1, minus 1 both sides. So we have 2x equals 5. Divide by 2. So x is 5 over 2. But that's an x. We don't want that. We want x minus 1. Put it back in there. Substitute in there. So 5 over 2 minus that. 5 over 2 minus 1, which is a 2 over 2. So now we have 5 halves minus 2 halves is 5 minus 2 over 2. It's 3 halves. This is the answer right here. This one. The function. M of x is this. So m of negative 8, put it in there. Negative 8 plus 4. Negative 8 plus 4 is 8. Negative 4. So m of negative 8, negative 4. Another function. M of x equals this. So put a negative 2 in there. Negative 2 goes in there. So negative 2 squared means negative 2 times negative 2. That's going to be 4 minus 4 in the denominator. Negative 2 on top. But we're going to have negative 2 over 0. It's undefined. If 0 is under it, it's undefined. Division by 0 is not possible. Let's multiply this out. Okay, 7x times that is 49x squared. 7 times that, 7xy. That times that, negative 7xy. And that times that is y squared negative. But see this, 7xy minus 7xy, guess what happens? They're gone. So we have 49x squared minus y squared. 7x minus y squared means twice. So now there it is. So 7 times that is 49x squared. That times that is minus 7xy minus 7xy, and then it's a plus y squared. But look, the middle is negative and a negative. Put them together. 49x squared minus 14xy plus y squared. This one. So 1 times that, 3x. 1 times that is 1. Negative ax times that is negative 3ax squared. And that one times that one is negative 1ax. Or you can write it as 3x plus 1 minus 3ax squared. And instead of the 1, you just put minus ax. Find n if you have this right here. So I'm just going to leave this alone. This one multiplied out. A times a. It's going to be a squared. That times that's going to be 7ab. And ab. And this is going to be 1ab. I just rewrote it that way. So a squared plus 7ab plus 1ab is going to be 8ab. So a squared plus 8ab plus 7b squared. And notice we have a squared plus n equals that. A squared plus 8b is that. So these are all matching. So the middle part has to match. So n has to be what? 8ab. Simplify this. Write them as 1 power 3 times everything by 3, the powers. 1 times 3, 1 times 3, 3 times 3. That's going to give you 3. That's going to be 3. That's going to be a 9. So now 5 cubed means 5, 5, 5. 5 times 5, 25 times 5 is 125. X to the 3, y to the 9. This one. I'm going to simplify this. So I'm just going to, first step, I'm going to factor this out. 2 times that, 2 times that gives me these numbers. And subtract the little number from the power. 1 from 3 upstairs, 10 from 14 down the bottom. Okay, so now we have negative 5 over 2, x to the second power, and y to the 4. Subtract the powers. V, r equals 2a, and h equals 3a plus 5. So this is like the cylinder right there. So v equals pi r squared h. We know what that is. R is 2a. And h is 3a plus 5. So 2a squared means 2a. That's 4a squared. 4a squared times this one's going to be 12a cubed. That times that's going to be plus 20a squared. Now this times this one's going to be 12a cubed pi plus 20a squared pi. Or you can rewrite it as 12 pi a cubed plus 20 pi a squared. Simplify this. Break it up into fractions. So we have 8xy over this, y over y. And y over y is a 1. And then this cancels out, so you have 8x plus 1. Multiply this out. First thing I'm going to do is factor this out. 27 is 3 goes into that, 3 goes into that, 3 goes into that. So 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. 8, 2 divides that, 2 divides that, 2 divides that. So 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Replace them in here. So you have 3, 3, 3 in y, 2, 2, 2, x, x, x. 3 of them there. Start canceling out. 2's and 2's, 3's and 3's. The y, the x, the x. And leftovers are 3 and 3. And you have 2 and 2 and x and x down here. So 3 and 3 is 9. And that's going to be 4x squared. Simplify this. Rewrite it. 7x over y. 1 power, all these. So 7 times 7 is 49. X to the 1 plus 1. Y, 1 plus 1. So 49x squared, y squared. Just add the powers. Solve by factoring. So rewrite it. So minus 16 minus 16, you have this. Possible numbers are those, but we're going to try 2 and 8. Because 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. And 2 minus 8 is negative 6. Correct. So x plus 2 equals 0. Add 2, minus 2 both sides. So x is negative 2. X minus 8 equals 0. So add 8, so x equals 8. So we have negative 2, 8. Or we can do the quadratic formula. Same thing, set it up again, but this time we can have 1, negative 6, negative 16. Put these numbers in the formula. So negative of negative is positive. Negative 6 squared is negative 6 and negative 6 is plus 36. All these numbers together is going to be a plus 64. That's going to be 6 plus or minus square root of 100. So that's going to be 10. 6. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So 3 plus or minus 5. So we have 3 plus 5 is this answer. And 3 minus 5 is that answer. So we have negative 2, 8. This one. Solve by factoring. So again, minus x minus x. Oh, it's not the way I run it. Rewrite it. x squared minus x minus 12 equals 0. Now we can factor out with 3, 4. Because 3 times that is negative 12, and 3 minus 4 is negative 1, correct? So x plus 3 equals 0, minus 3 minus 3, so x is minus 3. X minus 4 equals 0, so add 4, so x is 4. So we have negative 3 and 4. Solve using the quadratic formula. Minus x both sides. But this is not the rate. Rewrite it. 1x squared minus 1x minus 12 equals 0. So we have a, b, c again. Put them in the formula. Negative of negative. And you have negative 1 to negative 1. And you have these numbers. So we have 1 plus or minus 1 plus 48 is 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So we have 1 plus or minus 7. So 1 minus 7 over 2. 1 plus 7 over 2. This is going to be negative 6 over 2, which is negative 3. This is going to be 8 over 2, which is a 4. So we have negative 3 and 4. This one, factor out the 6x as a GCF. Now we can do more stuff in here. This is going to be 1 times 2 is the only possible way. So it's going to be 1 times 2 is 2. 2 and 1 is 3. So 6x equals 0. X plus 1 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. Divide by 6. So 0 by 6 is 0. Minus 1 on both sides of this. So x is negative 1. And the other one, minus 2 on both sides. So we have, the answers are, and these are gone. We have 0, negative 1, and negative 2. So 0, negative 1, negative 2. 3 answers. This one, square both sides. So that's going to give you x plus 1. 4 times 4 is 16. So now minus 1. So x is 15. Check it. Put 15 in there. 15 plus 1 is 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Does it match? Yes, it's good. This one, minus 1. Yes, square root of x equals this. Square both sides again. So now x is 3 times 3 is 9. So that's the answer. Check it. 9, square root of 9 plus is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Yes, it's good. It works. Square root both sides. So that's going to give you x plus 1 only. And then this is going to be plus or minus 2. X plus 1 is negative 2. X plus 1 is 2. So then you're going to get minus 1 both sides. And are these going to be gone? Of course, they're gone. So we have x is negative 3. Or minus 1, x equals 1. So now, do they work? Try them. Negative 3 plus that is negative 2. Negative 2 to negative 2 is 4. 4 is 4. Yes. Put the other one in there. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is 4. Yes. They both work. This one. Factor this. Difference of squares. A squared, b squared equals a plus b, a minus b. So rewrite it. 5 times 5 is 25. 4 times 4 is 16. 3 is that. 7 times 7 is the bottom part. So this is 5x over 4. 3y over that. So it's going to be 5x over 4 plus 3y over 7. 5x over 4 minus 3y over 7. Multiply these out. Put a 1 in there. So we're going to have that times that's going to be 8. And x3 and x1 add together. Write it down. That times that's going to be 8. And then it's going to be the 3 and the 2. Just copy it. Add this power. So 8x to the 4 y second plus 8x to the 3 y second. Find x squared minus 2 if this is the beginning of it. Well, divide by 7. Now we have x squared minus 2 equals m over 7. So that means that x squared minus 2 must be exactly what? M over 7. There's the answer. If the area is 400 in here, then find x for this square right here. So area equals length times width. So 400 equals 2x times 2x, length and width. So that's going to be 4x squared equals that. Divide by 4. 100 equals x squared. Take the square root of this side, square root of this side. We're just going to have x equals positive 10. We just use 10. So x must be what? 10 to work. Solve system equations by elimination. Need to get rid of the letter y. So multiply this one, everything by negative 4, everything by 1. The new one's going to be negative 4x, negative 4y equals this, negative 28, 3x, 4y. Now add them straight down. This is going to be negative 1x, 0. That's going to be negative 5. So negative 1x equals negative 5. Divide by negative 1. So x is a what? 5. Put it back in the other one. Substitute it. 5 plus y is this. So minus 5. So y equals what? 2. So xy is 5 and 2. Okay. Another way, by substitution, to solve the first one for y. So minus x, so y equals 7 minus x. Substitute this one into the other problem, the other equation. So in this one, we're going to go 3x plus 4 times this. So 3x plus 28 minus 16 equals that. So we're going to have negative 1x plus 28 equals this. Minus 28, so negative 1x equals negative 5. Divide by negative 1. So x is a 5. Put it back in the other one. So 5 plus that. So we can go negative 5. So y is what? 2. So the answers are 5 and 2. Oops. So now, 55. solve the inequality. So first thing I'm going to do is going to add 8. So that's going to give you 2x less than 4x plus 8. So negative 4x, and then we know that these are gone. Let me scratch them. So we have negative 2x less than 8. Now if you divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2, you got to turn this alligator the other direction. Inequality goes the other way. It stays that way. So this is going to be x is greater than negative 4, or from negative 4 going this way, don't include negative 4, or from negative 4 to infinity. Graph the linear equation. I'm just going to pick out two numbers, 0, 1, easy numbers. Put a 0 in there. 0 times that is 0 minus 6, negative 6. Put a 1 in there. Negative 2 times 1, negative 2, and that is going to be negative 8. So there's, you got the numbers, 0 and negative 6, and we have 1 and negative 8. Connect the dots. Simplify this. T minus 0.90t. Well, rewrite this as 1.00t. So 1.00 minus 0.90, like think of $1 minus 0.90 is 0.10. Another one, solve this one though. So just rewrite this one, 1.00x is that. $1 minus that, think about that. So 1.00 minus 0.95 is 0.05x is this, divided by 0.05, divided by 0.05, we ended up with what? 20,000. One more. Graph this. We just picked out some numbers. We picked out negative 2, 0, 1, 2, 4. So negative 2 in there, that's going to be negative 3. Negative 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9, 0. Put in the next number, 0. 0 minus 1, negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. 1 minus that, negative 8. Put the next one, 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 minus that, negative 9. 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 minus 9, negative 8. And then 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. We have the dot, negative 2, 0. We have 0, negative 8. We have 1 and negative 9. We have 2 and negative 8. And we have 4 and 0. Right there. Parabola is opened up. It has a vertex, a min right there. It's 1, negative 9. Thank you. Good luck. Your TSI 59 review.